Live on KDKA TV and streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh, this is the KDKA TV News at Noon.
We begin with this live look at the city of Pittsburgh, the snowy and icy city of Pittsburgh. After an historic winter storm, we are heading toward dangerous cold temperatures. Thanks for joining us this noon. I'm Barry Pintar. It's good to be with you. Let's get right to it. KDKA First Alert meteorologist Trey Fulbright joins us now. Trey, we still got a way to go, don't we?
We do, and the snow that's out there is not going anywhere for the next week, as we're going to be well below freezing and spend most of our week in the teens and single digits. 15 degrees outside right now with a wind chill of 1 degree, relative humidity at 70%, and the wind out of the west at around 14 miles per hour, so we could be seeing some areas of blowing snow as well. 16 in Katanning, 14 in Washington, 13 in West Middleton, so we're not going to make a whole lot more progress this afternoon due to those strong westerly winds that are blowing in, and they're bringing in that cold air from the parts of the upper Midwest. Winds around 15 miles per hour. That's giving us wind chills area wide right now on either side of zero. The coldest 6 below in Clarion, 2 below in Washington, and right now the wind chills 0 in Pittsburgh. Flurries and snow showers continue to move across our area this afternoon. We're not expecting a whole lot more in the way of accumulation, but this little disturbance, as it works its way off to the east, will give us a chance, or at least a little bit more, in the way of light snow through the afternoon and early evening. Then our attention turns to the bitter cold setting in for the early part of this week. An extreme cold warning goes into effect Tuesday and through Tuesday at 11 a.m. We'll show you those wind chills and how low they get, plus how much more light snow we could see as well, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Trey, need to know that. Thank you very much. And of course, for more than 24 hours now, plow trucks from the state and municipalities all across our region have been hard at work trying to clear our roads of all this snowfall. As they deal with these long hours and tough conditions, the city's mayor is now making an emergency declaration looking for help. KDKA's Andy Sheehan is live here in the studio with us with details. Andy.
Well, Barry, it's the second worst snowstorm in the past 30 years, and it has paralyzed many neighborhoods in the city of Pittsburgh. The city says it was on a pretty good pace of cleaning the streets until more than a third of its plow trucks began breaking down. Mayor O'Connor says 37 of the 95 plows are now in the repair garage, and the rest of the fleet is struggling to keep up. And so he's declaring a state of emergency in the city to get additional help.
With that, we are now declaring a state of emergency in the city of Pittsburgh, which gives us the power to bring in additional help and support, brings in contractors that are not only going to help remove snow, plow streets, but also help to haul out snow so we can get it out of our neighborhoods.
Now, we have been reporting on the dire condition of the city fleet for the past year and a half, and there are plans to address it with funding. But for now, the city needs to use the trucks it has and call in additional help. Andy Sheehan, KDKA TV News.
All right, Andy, thank you for that. And if you are planning to take Pittsburgh Regional Transit today, check your routes and allow for extra time to get where you're going. But buses will only go where conditions allow. The downtown service center is also closed today. And while we contend with all this snow, there's also the extreme cold settling into our region. This dangerous cold is going to stick around for a week. To give people a place to warm up, the city of Pittsburgh is opening more warming centers today. Hours and locations are on your screen, and we also have this information for you on KDKA.com. With most of the region blanketed in snow, Beaver County is one of those hardest hit. KDKA's Chillicothe Adeli is in Beaver Falls right now. Chili, you spent the morning in Beaver County seeing people from all over that area and also certainly seeing a lot of snow there.
A lot of snow indeed, Barry. Good afternoon to you and to those watching at home. Yeah, we've been in Beaver County since, I want to say, around 5 this morning. We got to Beaver at 5:15, and we're live for you over the course of the morning over there. Now, Beaver County has gotten a lot of snow over the course of this snowstorm. We had places like West Mayfield with like 20 inches, places like here in Beaver Falls, reports of 18 inches of snow here. We've seen a lot. Some of the readings we did earlier today in Beaver had like 10 inches, 13 inches. It really ranges on where specifically you are to see how much snow you got. But here in Beaver Falls, what we're seeing right now and throughout the region, we're seeing a lot of people get out. We're seeing a lot of people start their days, try and start their days, whether it was shoveling with bobcats or snow blowers, actual shovels over the course of this morning, just trying to clear up these sidewalks and just trying to make sure they can get on with their days, whether it's opening a shop or opening a business or whatnot. Earlier, when we came here actually to Beaver Falls, maybe about a couple hours ago, we saw a group of kids shoveling out a store on the sidewalks earlier. It was really cold, of course, but, you know, you might as well have some of the young guys, the guys with the able bodies, go out there and shovel out a lot of these sidewalks, and that's exactly what they were doing.
The blowing snow has been annoying getting in your eyes, but it's been not that cold because you're staying warm shoveling. I don't really mind it because I don't have to drive because I'm 15, but yeah, it's pretty cool having a big snow every once in a while.
I was like 5 and 6 when the other big storms hit like PA. So this is my first time actually experience one of the snowstorms we had.
Yeah, it's really a new experience for a lot of these people here, right? Especially, you know, the last time we had significant snow like this, it feels like it could have been an eternity ago. So you have some people, definitely the younger group of all of us, who are getting to experience something like this. It's rare, and it may be the first time in their lifetimes or the second or third time in their lifetimes that they get to do it. So they're trying to take advantage of it all that they can. If you're heading out today, just remember, be safe. Look at the roads. Most of the roads here, you know, you can tell plows have definitely been coming through. We saw a couple plows, as a matter of fact, before you came out to us live. But there is still a little bit of a coating, and there has been some slipping and sliding over the course of today. So just be very vigilant on the roads. Barry, we'll send it back to you.
Good advice, Julie, and bravo to those young guys for helping out for sure. Okay, so also the eastern two-thirds of the country is still feeling the impacts of this major winter storm. Many in the northeast are experiencing the same amount of snowfall we are, but in the southeast, it is a different story. Hundreds of thousands are without power because of ice. It's paralyzed communities from Alabama to Atlanta and as far north as Washington, D.C.
With the temperatures not likely to get above freezing, it's more likely that things are going to get worse before they get better.
And now that deep freeze sets in. Overall, more than 84 million Americans are under extreme cold warnings from Texas to Pennsylvania. A local restaurant damaged by flames as crews were battling this winter storm. What we know about the fire at Lucky Bees Latrobe next. Keeping an eye on Westmoreland County now for you this noon. Firefighters battled not only flames but bitter cold and icy conditions while putting out a fire at Lucky Bees Latrobe in Derry Township. The flame sparked just after 11:30 last night. The Derry Township Fire Chief tells us no one was hurt, but 3 people and a child who lived above the restaurant are now out of their home. A cause is under investigation. Also overnight, we got these images of an ambulance that rolled over in the snow. This happened in Springfield Township in Fayette County. Fayette and Greene EMS posted these pictures of an ambulance on its side. Luckily there, no one was hurt.
David and Erica here from the KDKA TV Morning News.
Coming up next at noon, we continue our snow coverage. Our Roscoe Dottie shows us how people are and are not getting around in the snow.
It's true. And coming up tomorrow morning, as the temperature drops dangerously low, how to prevent losing your heat.
Yeah, did you know that the gas line to your furnace can actually freeze?
Plus, how snow removal is doing and how the roads are looking too.
All that and much more when we see you tomorrow morning on the KDKA TV Morning News.
All of this snow making for difficult conditions for people who live in the city of Pittsburgh. Plow crews are now trying to clear what was left behind. Ross Godotti spent the morning monitoring the situation in the city where there's still a lot of snow to remove.
Depending on where you are, your road may look like this in the city of Pittsburgh, somewhat clear, still treacherous, or look like this road, still very much covered, and vehicles no doubt socked in by snow. Just some of the sights of the north side as folks over here begin to get ready to dig out from what has been a rather historic storm. It was a morning when you just wanted to stay inside, but before the sun even broke the horizon, Kathy Rogers and her dog took a stroll and had some fun in Point State Park.
She needs to come outside and get her energy out. She was cooped up too much yesterday for a puppy.
From four legs to four wheels, many city residents who parked on the street woke up to find their cars socked in. Other drivers, meanwhile, found the snow mountains made by the plows were not to be played with.
We went around the corner, went to pull out, and the snowplow must have plowed and had this big, he had this big wall of snow. We got stuck, ripped our bumper straight off.
This was a scene on Cedar Avenue on the north side, a delivery van trying to pull another delivery van out of the snow. It worked eventually, but not before it backed up traffic and part of the bumper of the vehicle was ripped off. Zach Gent pushed snow and threw down salt to clear businesses pretty much all day yesterday and into the morning hours, as well as driveways. He says while he understands how the snow makes things difficult for motorists, he says he kind of has fun with it.
It's nice. It's peaceful out, too, because, you come out early in the morning, there's no one out. The snow deafens the sound. It's nice. Yeah. And I'm like a little kid playing in the sandbox, with the plow, driving around the Tonka truck.
On the north side, Ross Godotti, KDKA TV News.
Yeah, good to see some people are having fun in this. We have a couple of stories to that end. Ain't no party like a plow party at Pittsburgh International Airport. The crew there shared this video of plow teams working hard in the overnight hours to keep the runways and the tarmac clear. On a more serious note, so far, though, there are at least 41 flights out of Pitt canceled today. That's about 25% of its daily departures. Hey, let's keep with the fun. Let's take this live look at the mountains at Seven Springs. They got a lot of snow this weekend, and a lot of people are there now taking advantage of that fresh powder. You see, while some people complain, some people celebrate. That's how it goes. Well, good for them. All right, let's talk about those snow totals, Trey, because, of course, we've been following that all week. Again, props to our meteorologist. You guys pretty much nailed it. So, yeah, curious to know the final numbers.
Well, Pittsburgh yesterday ended with 11.2 inches of snow. That broke a daily snowfall record for yesterday. Back in 2014, the old record, 5.2 inches. Look at where we are for the season as well. We are at 35.8 inches so far for the season. That is 14.7 inches above normal. So we are certainly doing well on snowfall for this year. And we've had some large totals across our entire coverage area. 20 inches in Clintonville, a 20.8-inch report north of Butler, 17 inches there in Grove City, the west side of Newcastle, coming in at 16 inches. 14.3 inches, the highest total I could find in northern Allegheny County near McCandless. A 14.6-inch report there in Westmoreland County, just east of Irwin. 16 inches in rural portions of Washington County. And then down to the south, slightly lower amounts, a 7.5-inch report in Brookville and 6 inches in Kingwood. But again, these areas yesterday had a little bit more of that sleet and freezing rain to cut down on those snow totals. We still have the chance to add on to a little bit more light snow this afternoon. 50 to 60% chance of light snow showers continuing. Temperatures maxing out in the next couple of hours around 18 and then slowly drifting back into the single digits this evening. Snow showers right now from areas in Lawrence County, just east of Newcastle, crossing I-79 just to the south of Moraine State Park there in northern Butler County. Light snow also from Beaver County back in the central portions of Allegheny and northwestern Washington. Again, radar's having a harder time picking up on this because the snowflakes are very small. They don't really show up very well, but you will run into that light snow this afternoon and evening. Extreme cold warning now in effect through 11 a.m. Tuesday. All of our counties are included in that, and we're going to see that cold air move in as we have a strong northwesterly flow. Temperatures today, again, in the upper teens with those snow showers and flurries continuing through around 7 to 8 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning, temperatures dip down into the lower single digits. Some areas may briefly drop below zero, but the winds are going to be gusty, allowing those wind chills to be even lower through the day. Will stay mostly cloudy, and then another one of these disturbances comes in from the north and west. Between 4 and 9 p.m., we have another band of snow showers that could reduce visibility and put down another quick amount of accumulation, and then those temperatures will drop back down into the single digits again on Wednesday before we recover with mostly cloudy skies and maybe a few afternoon flurries. So this is the total snowfall we're expecting through Wednesday evening. So over a span of 72 hours here, 1 to 2 inches from the Pittsburgh Metro up toward I-80. Locally higher amounts north of I-80, 2 to 4 inches with some of those bands coming off of Erie and Huron, and then in the upslope region of the Laurel Highlands and the Ridges, 2 to 4 inches there with lower amounts southwest of town. Here's a look at the wind chill forecast. Again, these are going to be hazardous tomorrow morning. Wind chills down around -20 due to a strong southwest wind. That can lead you with frostbite to occur within 30 minutes. So it's going to be very important that if you do have to be out tomorrow morning that you dress appropriately for that. And we don't really see much improvement as temperatures inch their way back into the mid-teens tomorrow afternoon before dropping once again Wednesday morning. While the winds will be lighter, we could still certainly have some wind chill issues with those wind chills around -10 to -15. 7-day forecast. Over the next couple of days, we do have first alerts for today and tomorrow. Today for residual snow showers and issues with traveling with that. Extreme cold tomorrow morning. Temperatures don't make much progress toward the middle part of the week. 13 for the high on Wednesday after a morning low of 3 below. 14 on Thursday. Friday morning is going to be another very cold morning. That's the day we have a strong high pressure coming in, and with the clearing skies and light winds, we could be down around -8 coming up Friday morning before temperatures slowly rebound by the weekend.
And you know, snow brings a lot of things with it. Of course, there is the trouble with travel, but also beautiful sights and even some fun. In some parts of the area, people were even swapping the slopes for the streets. Boarders went down Rialto Street in Troy Hill. Yes, that is a street you're looking at. The city actually closes that road every time bad weather is expected, so no cars were coming down at the time, we're happy to say. Look at that. Oh my goodness, shredding on Rialto Street. That's great. Yeah, gotta love a Pittsburgher, right? All right, that'll do it for us at noon. We have news, weather, and sports streaming around the clock on CBS News Pittsburgh, and we are always posting updates on social media and our website, KDKA.com. Join us this afternoon at 3 on KDKA for an additional hour of coverage on this winter storm. We will hope you join us then. Until then, have a great afternoon, everyone, and whatever you can, do what you can to stay warm.